evening everyone, this is Chef Prachi Agrawal. Welcome to Eggless Week, Day 6. I am an alumni from the Bangalore Academy. I just graduated from the Academy in February. I am currently interning at Amande, and my sister and I have started a home bakery in the city of Joy named Mary Chef, the Sister Chefs. So it's been a hard time for all of us during this lockdown, and our tummy has been craving all the delicacies we are used to eating. So today we are making an eggless baked cheesecake for all the vegetarian people out there. So let's get started. Here I have a ring mold. So this mold doesn't have a base, and this is what we will need while making a cheesecake. So we'll start by lining it. If you have the heat safe cling wrap, then you're supposed to wrap it with the cling wrap first. Otherwise, follow this process. So I will fold the edges from all the sides. The foil paper needs to be bigger than the ring, so that it covers the 3/4 of the mold and no water enters. We'll start by folding the foil paper diagonally. We'll make sure we lock the foil paper properly. One layer is done, we'll wrap it up again. We'll follow the same process that we did. And now I'll be wrapping it with cling wrap so that the water has no way to get inside. Our mold is ready. So now we'll start with the crust. For the crust, I have 94 grams of digestive biscuits chopped. It's broken into crumble, and here I have 45 grams of butter. So I'll melt this butter in a microwave for around 20 seconds. So I've melted the butter. Now I'll just add the melted butter, 45 grams to 94 grams of chopped crushed biscuits. I am using digestive biscuits here, but if you don't have digestive biscuits, you can use any biscuit that is available. It's because digestive biscuits are preferred because it has less of sugar. We just have to mix the crushed biscuits along with the melted butter. This is how the crust will look like after it's done. All the biscuits have been coated with the melted butter. So now we prepare our base, which is the digestive biscuit base. I'll keep our mold in a tray and I will add the digestive biscuit. We don't want a very thick layer, a good proportion to the cheesecake batter, and we will spread it out evenly. I've made a very thin layer and I've spread it out evenly, and this is how it will look. Now I will just bake this for 3 to 4 minutes at 180 degrees centigrade so that the crust has more stability and it becomes crispier. Cheesecake recipe has been posted on the APCA page. You can also find the recipe on my business page, that is MaryChef0717. And if you have any queries that are left unsolved, you can always DM me on my private account or our business account. So we'll start with the cheesecake batter. I'll quickly run you through our ingredients. So for the cheesecake, here I have 250 grams of cream cheese. I have hung curd, that is 125 grams, 100 grams of powdered sugar. It's advisable that you use caster sugar, but in the lockdown I did not. Vanilla essence. Here I have 20 grams of cornstarch and half a lemon juice. So I'll get started. This is very important that you have all your ingredients at room temperature. So I'll just slightly mix the cream cheese once and I'll add in the hung curd. The replacement of egg that I am using today is hung curd. The egg provides the to the cheesecake, and it also acts as a binding agent as the protein in the egg whites gel up. So here, since it's an eggless week, we are adding hung curd that will provide the moisture that the cheesecake needs, and we also add cornstarch that also acts as a binding agent. Here the hung curd also acts as a binding agent. I'll just mix it. Aerate the batter, because if we aerate the batter, baking and it will crack. So now we'll add the sugar in 2 to 3 parts because we don't want lumps to form in our batter, less quantity. So I have sieved powdered sugar and now I'm adding it. If you're using caster sugar, you're not required to sieve it. We'll add in the last batch of sugar. For those who don't have cream cheese available at home, there's a replacement for cream cheese in cheesecake, and that is you can replace it with hung curd. So you'll add 250 grams of hung curd, and instead of that you will add 250 grams of hung curd, and instead of the hung curd that is already in the recipe, that is 125 grams, you will add yogurt. How to get hung curd? You can get hung curd by just hanging the curd in a muslin cloth for 3 to 4 hours if it's homemade curd. But it's advisable that you get curd from the market that comes in tins because it's thick, and that is what we need for a good consistency. Then you will have to hang it only for 30 to 45 minutes. Now I'll add in the vanilla essence. If you have vanilla bean available, you should always go for that because the vanilla essence changes the color of the batter slightly. Now I'll add the cornstarch. We'll add it in 2 parts because of the same reason that I don't want lumps to form in my batter. My digestive biscuit base is ready. I'll just go get it. I'll keep it aside for a while. So the cornstarch we're using, I have sieved the cornstarch as well. I'll add the second batch of cornstarch. The cornstarch acts as a binding agent in the batter. Grate the sides once. Now we'll add in the last ingredient, that is lemon juice. Lemon juice acts as it cuts through the fat of the cream cheese. Our batter is ready, and you can come and see how clear the batter. It's creamy and it's smooth with no lumps in it. So I'll just go through the process once again. To 250 grams of cream cheese, I added 125 grams of hung curd. I gave it a quick mix. Then I added 100 grams of sieved powder sugar, and in 2 to 3 parts. We added in 2 to 3 parts so that there are no lumps in the batter. Then I added my vanilla essence. It's preferred that you add vanilla bean instead of vanilla essence as it changes the color of the batter slightly. Then I added my 22 grams of corn flour in 2 parts. Corn flour acts as the binding agent. I sieved the corn flour and I kept it. It's advisable that you do the same. Then I added my lemon juice. The lemon juice cuts through the fat of the cream cheese. And our cheesecake batter is ready. So we pour our batter into the biscuit base that we baked. We will just fill 3/4 of the mold. It is very important to follow the proportion that is being said. It's because you don't want too much of the batter, but you don't want very little of the batter also. So we'll fill in 3/4 of the mold. As you can see, I have filled in 3/4 of our mold. Now, with the help of a spoon, I will just level it. Now we'll add water to the tray that is kept underneath and bake it at 140 degrees centigrade in a water bath. It is very important to know the concept why it's baked in a water bath. We bake it at a low temperature in a water bath because we don't want the batter to rise too quickly. Otherwise it will have a crack, and we definitely don't want a crack on our cheesecake. So we will have to fill more than half of the tray that we've kept beneath. Preheat your oven at 140 degrees centigrade. Once your oven reaches 140 degrees centigrade, bake it at 140 for 45 to 50 minutes. So how will you know if it's baked or not? There will be a slight jiggle in the center once you tap the mold like this, and if you put a toothpick inside the center, it won't come out clean. That is how you know because if it comes out clean, you've overbaked it, and then once you chill the cheesecake, it will come out too dense, and we want a super creamy and rich cheesecake. So I will just go and keep it for baking. So I had kept a cheesecake, I baked it in the morning, and now I had refrigerated it for around 6 to 8 hours. It's necessary that you keep it chilled because this dessert is served cold, and I demolded the cheesecake only after chilling it so that I get a nice finish on the edges and it comes out clean. So today we are doing a mango cheesecake for the garnish. You can do any cheesecake like a raspberry cheesecake, blueberry cheesecake. You can even go for a chocolate cheesecake. But it's advisable that you keep the cheesecake batter authentic and work only with the garnish. But for a chocolate cheesecake, you can always replace the biscuit base with an Oreo biscuit base. Make sure you remove the cream, crush it, and then weigh 94 grams of the biscuit base. So here, I'll start with the icing. So I have prepared a mango coulis with fresh mangoes at home. So you can also do the same. You just have to slice the mangoes, puree it, and then I added 150 grams of mango puree, and then I added 60 grams of So I'll pour the mango coulis that I made on top. We'll add little to the sides. So, these 9 months at the academy has been the best 9 months of my life. It was an amazing experience. All the chefs there, all the staff members, they are so approachable and so amazing at what they do. We are still in touch with each one of them. Even if we have any query, we still call them up and they attend the calls very nicely. They tell us all the things we ask them. In the lockdown, I've been calling so many chefs. Chef, I'm trying to make this at home, but I'm facing this issue, or I don't have this particular ingredient in the recipe. How can I replace it? They've been helping me with each and everything. Thank you so much, APCA India, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to come live. So now I'll start with the garnish. If there are any questions, you can let me know right now. Since mango is in season, I've been using mangoes, and for the garnish you can always use whipped cream, you can use crumble, on the top, you can use fresh fruits. We finish it off with a small mint leaf. So if you guys don't have a mold at home, you can always bake it in the regular mold, but it will be difficult for you to demold it, so it's preferred that you use a glass mold to bake it, and then you can enjoy it directly from the mold. So now I'll show you how the cheesecake looks after cutting it. using a hot knife because we want it to come out clean. So I just dipped it in hot water and I wiped the knife, and now I just cut a slice and I'll show it to you. For the baking process, we baked it at 140 degrees centigrade for 45 to 50 minutes in a water bath because we want it to bake slowly and it should not rise while baking, otherwise it will cause a crack, and we don't want our cheesecake to crack. You can see how beautiful our cheesecake looks. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching the live. You can always DM for any queries that you have. Send us pictures once you try the recipe. We'll be glad to see everyone trying this recipe. I received a question. The brand for cream cheese that I use is Delecta. You can use other brands if available. And for those who want to know the replacement of the cream cheese, the 250 grams of cream cheese in the recipe can be replaced by 250 grams of hung curd, and the 125 grams of hung curd already present in the recipe can be replaced by 125 grams of yogurt. Thank you so much for watching the live video.